Well, behold, ladies and gentlemen, a British summer. How do you know it's British summertime? Because the rain is lovely and warm this time of year. Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Now on today's video we're going to be looking at this. It's a HXJRC HJ808. It's an RC speedboat. Don't worry, we're not turning into an RC boating channel. It's just, I think, just recently I've become a little bit obsessed with boats, so I've ended up purchasing a few more than I'd wish. But this was an absolute bargain on eBay. It was 25 quid, which is about $30. I thought, do you know what, we're going to have to take a pop at this, see what it's like. So it arrived today in the post. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be unboxing this thing, reviewing it, and see what it's like. Now, before we get it out of the packaging, let's have a quick look at the box. It's got some lights on it. It says it's got endurance, well, I should hope so. Precision waterproof, not quite sure what that means. They are water cooled, these. High current blocking protection. I think that's if the rudder possibly gets clogged with something, your motor doesn't fry. Very importantly, it's got capsize recovery, low voltage prompt, which is a nice safety feature. It tells you when the battery's getting low in the boat. It says a big lithium battery, 150 meter range. I'm not 100% sure about that. Have no idea what high wind resistance means, if it's good or not. It apparently goes in all directions, and over range indication. So if you go too far out, your transmitter will alert you to the fact. And it's got a little rubber nose protector and a stand included with this boat. Anyway, let's get it out of the box and see what our 25 quid buys us. Right then, in the box we get a USB battery charger, what looks like a spare prop, and a little spanner and a nut to get it on and off with. We get the all-important stand. These are great if you can get a cheap boat with one of these. Just makes storing them a damn sight easier. We've got a set of instructions, and there should be a set of parts listing in the back, which there is. And all of these parts, by the way, are available. So if you do need to repair it, I have checked, you can. We've got a transmitter. Now this is different from the newer HJ, I think it was 813 we tested the other day. This is the older version. It looks all right though. I mean, it doesn't feel as nice in the hand as the other one. It's a lot bigger, and you can't quite, well, you can just about reach your thumb there, but it does feel a bit bigger, a bit clunkier. We've got our little, what is it, 1100 milliamp hour lithium ion battery, which we'll be trying. And last but not, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll put the stand together. And last but not least, we've got the little boat itself. And as with all HJXRC boats, it's quite a good looking little machine. Got some little lights on the front there and the back. You probably can't tell off the video, but it's a really nice blue metallic colour. We've got a little rubber nose protector, which if you're a beginner, this is a beginner's boat really, is invaluable, trust me. At the back we've got a little rudder, we've got our prop, and we've got some I think they're called turn vanes or something like that. And we've got a little bung, if we so desire, we can empty any water that gets into the hull out of the hole there. What we'll do is we'll get the covers off, because there's two covers on this thing, and we'll have a look. Oh, we'll have a look inside. Get back in there. Right, on this particular boat we've got a top cover and an inner waterproof cover, and we can prise them off. We've got our little 370 brushed motor inside, a little micro 3-wire steering servo at the front. All our electronics are in this little box here, just in the nose or the bow of the boat. It's water cooled, this thing, so where is it? We suck water in through a hole there. It is fed in a tube all the way around the boat, all the way around the motor, and is ejected out the side. Very simple, nothing to it. I mean, at some point you could probably upgrade this to brushless if you really wanted to, and it would be pretty much a cheap do. Talking of cheap, I was actually discussing this with a friend of mine a little while ago. And he remarked that you can actually buy, you know, I mean, if you were spending 25 quid or $30 on an RC buggy or RC car, it would probably be, it probably wouldn't be very good. It'd probably be quite cheap and nasty and horrible. But you can actually spend sort of $25, $30 on a little boat, and you actually get a reasonable product. These boats are quite good for what they are, and then they make a nice beginner boat. But anyway, let's charge the battery up. The only thing I don't like about them is this daft bloody 4-pin JST connector they put on them. I'm thinking of making a little adapter so I can put some small lipos in. But anyway, I digress. Let's charge the battery up and we'll take it for a spin. Right, I'm just waiting for the battery to fully charge up. I have actually checked everything and everything seems to be working okay. The 3 safety features on this are obviously the immersion sensor, so the boat will not operate unless it's immersed in water. This is handy if you've got kids, etc. You know, don't want them pulling on the throttle and hurting their fingers on the prop. We've got a range alert, which tells you if you're about to go out of range with the boat, which again is very important on a boat. And we've also got a low battery alert as well, which tells you when the battery is about to run out in the boat. It normally gives you like a half power mode, so you can at least get the boat back to shore. But all 3 of those things are really important on a boat. Right, they're outside at the pond and must be absolutely bonkers because it's slatting it down here. Well, at least it keeps all the fishermen away. This thing should turn itself on when immersed in water. Yes, it does. There go the lights. So let's go and try it. I did forget to mention that on the transmitter there is a steering trim and a throttle trim as well. The thing I always forget to mention about these little boats is a lot of them have reverse, which does come in handy. Right, we've been out for about 5-6 minutes. Let's bring him back to shore and see if there's any water in it. Well, that's interesting. When the boat's out of the water, the what I can only presume is the range alert light on the transmitter is flashing away. Let's have a look inside the boat, see if there's any water. There's probably more water in my hair than there is in this boat, to be honest. It's absolutely slatting. It must be absolutely crackers. Anyway, let's have a quick butchers. See what's what. Let's take both covers off. Oh, absolutely dry as a bone in there. Not a drop. And the motor is warm, but not hot. Right, what about the self-righting function? Let's give it a whirl. Oh. Now it should, as soon as I apply some throttle. Ah, there we go. Easy. Hey, that's what the rubber nose is for. Little 390 brush motor. It has got some waft in it. Plenty quick enough for these conditions. Okay, as you can probably hear, that is the low battery warning alarm. I got a good 10-15 minutes out the boat, to be honest, until that went off. So you get a decent run time with this thing. It's not a massive battery, but you get a decent run time. Let's just double check, see if we've got any water in the old girl, because it has been in the water for sort of, like I say, 10-15 minutes. And come on out, come on. No, still bone dry. Right then, back inside, out of the cold and the rain with a warm cup of tea. Where's this flipping global warming? That's what I want to know. The weather's atrocious at the moment. It's like winter out there. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, I enjoyed myself. Let's have some pros and cons. What do we think of the HJ808? The only thing I didn't like about it, and it's the same thing as I didn't like about the 813, and that is the peculiar battery size and connector. That I don't like that JST 4-pin connector. I'm not keen on that size of battery because I've got nothing else in my batteries that goes anywhere near it. A little 1000 milliamp hour LiPo might fit out of 16889 or something like that, but I shall try that at a later date, I think. But I didn't like the size of the battery. I don't like the battery connector it comes with. Right then, let's have some good points. The first of which is the size, believe it or not. These are a great size for a little boat because you can bung them in a backpack or a rucksack. Take them to a pond or a lake, away you go. Second thing I've got written down on my list is the transmitter. I thought I was going to hate this thing, but it turned out to be quite good. The range is really good on this little boat. I took it right to the other side of the pond, which is 60-70 metres, and I had no issues with range whatsoever. At that distance, you can't even see the boat anymore, to be honest. Third thing, it handles nice, got neutral handling. It sort of steers reasonably equally well left and right. I tell you what is a little bit strange, it doesn't steer as well as the 813 I tested the other day. I don't know why that is, because they're basically the same boat. It might be something to do with the servo. But it handles nice. It's got reasonable turn speed. What's not to like? The other thing I liked was the fact that you can turn the lights on and off on the transmitter. With the other one, they're on permanently, and they actually might give you a little bit more runtime. Talking about runtime, it was a good 12-15 minutes on that battery, so you get plenty of runtime as well. And possibly the best pro is the price. I paid 25 quid for this little boat. It's nothing. It's like a couple of portions of fish and chips these days. It's a cheap boat, loads of fun. Again, what's not to like? Right, conclusion time. I recommend the HJ808 to anyone. I'm going to say yeah. I mean, for that money, 25 quid, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it is good fun. I mean, kids will absolutely love this thing. I am looking at it, though, and thinking, I wonder if one of those high RPM RBRC 370 brushed motors will fit in this. Then you won't have to convert it to brushless, because it's supposed to be about 50,000 RPM. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'm wondering if a high RPM 370 motor will sneak in here. Anyway, would I recommend it? Absolutely yes. It's cheap, it's fun, and it does the job. A bit like me, really. As ever, if you found the video of some use and interest, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button. I think 80% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribers. If everybody did that, this channel would be huge and I'd be able to retire. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again very soon. Thank you.